Well, the pitching gave us a chance to win, although the bottom of the Braves order did some little things, and those are the guys that hurt us. A two-out single by the pitcher led to a run in the second, and other than that, Buchanan hung in there. Bullpen put up zeros. Offensively, 13 hits and 2 walks, scored 2 runs on 2 solo home runs. So had our chances, had men on base, couldn't come up with a hit with multiple guys on base right down to the end.
You guys were 3 for 32 in the series with runners in scoring position, 0 for 7 today. Is this just what this team is at this point? I mean, for 2.5 seasons, it's kind of been the same story.
Well, the last week or so, that's what's been lacking is a big hit, whether it's an extra base hit driving in a couple runs, whether it's a popped home run with a couple guys on. That's what made us successful on the past road trip, was putting up some numbers early in the game, coming up with clutch hits, and that's what we've lacked this homestand.
How many more losses and defeats like this do you think this team can handle before it's too late?
Well, the time has been now for 2 or 3 weeks. No question about it. We had a good stretch there. We had a winning streak, and we weren't able to come home and continue. But that's what we need now, is to go on the road after an off day, go on the road where we played well, and hopefully pick it up and have a road trip like we did on the last.
Do you think you as the field staff and the players are running out of time to convince the upper management that this team deserves more chances before they decide to make some moves perhaps?
Well, on our end, we just we talk about continuing to grind and try and make something happen, turn it around, do things better to allow us to do that. And hitting in the clutch and hitting with the men on base is a component of that we have to get better at. But other than that, the talk on our end is to grind it and play hard.
They had a couple of extra base hits earlier in the game that looked like perhaps there could have been better plays made on those balls. What would you think of that?
Which ones were they?
One to left that Brown let drop in.
Looked like that one was slicing away to him, hit down there about 3 or 4 feet fair. I mean, I don't. From where he started from, I don't think he gets to that ball.
That Revere's one to the wall in center.
My view had no play on that ball either. That's from where they start. It's not, it's where they start, and if they close the ground, he was 30 feet from that ball.
What's been your impression of Buchanan through 8 starts so far?
You know what? He's gritty out there. He competes. Today was not his best stuff that he's had his last 2 or 3 outings. Almost equal on balls and strikes. Pitch count went up, and he was out of the zone, but he managed to keep the score what it was. And after the scoring was done, all in the first 4 innings, hung in there for the 5th, and but. Wasn't his best stuff as far as command today, but he's pretty he's a grinder out there.
Right, the runners in scoring position, is that a problem with the approach that you have when runners get on base, or is it just guys not hitting?
Well, it takes certain mentalities and certain guys that like those situations, and guys that can come through. I think we have a lot of those type of hitters. Veteran guys up and down the lineup, balance up and down the lineup, and I see us doing better in that department with the guys that we have.
You mentioned about you had a really nice road trip last time. You come home 5-2. You have division opponents, in front of you, and this was a real opportunity for you to make some noise. Do you feel like this is a chance that's been squandered, and do you think it says anything about maybe what your team is makeup-wise?
Yeah, with the momentum that we had, I think that was a chance that we had to stay right there, hang, and The signs were we were playing better baseball, and we were playing teams within our division, important games, and we came up short for the most part in this series right here. Although I thought we could have won one more game against the Marlins, but yeah, it could have been a big point for us in this at our home park.
Do you think it says anything about your team and kind of maybe the way it's just constructed, and maybe this is what you are? Yeah, that you're not going to be able to get a streak going because.
Well, we're going to try and get another streak going on the road, and that's where we've had some success this year. So we'll try and do it on the road.